c'hai su il microfono? Senti?
Welcome along to the Stadio di Moningo. Ben Jacobs with you for live commentary of the Under-20s Six Nations Summer Series. We are in Treviso, and first up this afternoon it is Wales against Georgia. As you can see, lovely sunny conditions with a light breeze, and the teams making their way out now from the dressing room to the field. I'll run through the teams for you in just a moment, and then we will have live commentary for you. Great to have your company once again. It is Wales against Georgia in the Under-20 Six Nations Summer Series. Full match commentary is coming next. So the teams being introduced, I'll run you through the starting 15s in just a moment. Wales coming off the back of a 45-15 bonus point win over Scotland last Saturday. Georgia lost to the host Italy. And as you can see, racism is not acceptable in rugby or in any sport or in the world we live in. This tournament is also all about encouraging solidarity with those affected by the war in Ukraine as well. But we start with the anthems. Spirited rendition of the Welsh national anthem, friends and family amongst the crowd here in Treviso. Now the national anthem of Georgia. Well, both teams get a bonus point for the manner in which they have sung their anthems, and let's hope that this matchup is as spirited as the singing that we've just seen. It's Wales under-20s against Georgia, live from Treviso. It is great to have your company. Italy the hosts, and they are in this group as well. Let's take a look at Byron Hayward's starting 15. Three changes for Wales from their opening 45-15 bonus point win over Scotland last Saturday. Ollie Burrows gets the nod at hooker. Morgan Morse gets his first start at number 8. Morgan Lloyd replaces the injured Dragons teammate of his, Che Hope, at scrum half. Georgia under-20s lineup as follows. Talented number 8, Becca Svangiradze, and also Ione Metraveli are two players to keep an eye on. Substitutes as follows. Che Hope does at least make the bench, although it remains to be seen whether he'll have any involvement. Federico Vedavelli is the man in the middle. And we get underway here. Wales against Georgia, under-20s, Six Nations Summer Series. Wales in red, and Georgia are in white. Wales opting to kick early from deep. It's not going to find touch though, so this might give Georgia a bit of early territory. Wales in their opening game were explosive from an offensive point of view. Plenty of representation from the likes of the Dragons and also Cardiff as well. Cameron Winnett, Nathan Evans, two of the Cardiff players to keep an eye on this afternoon. Wales will have the early penalty here and a chance to lay down a bit of early territory.
You're the first man? Yeah.
Clean line out, and now the opportunity to spread it to some of the pacey backs on that far left-hand side. Georgia, though, have done well there to get their hands in, but it will be Wales' ball.
Scrum, Wales.
So the Welsh scrum, which from Georgia's point of view, not a disaster because it slows down the pacey, quick ball that was being manipulated on that far left-hand side. Wales in a strong position here with options left and right as they look for an early try.
Come on, boys.
Georgia found themselves dominated in the battle of the forwards against Italy but there's plenty of pace in this Georgian side.
Find your space. Come on, boys. We cannot let it take too long. Come on. Coach! Bang!
Scrum binded, already an early warning from the official to get a move on. And Wales will work it out to the right. Still options left and right. Lloyd chooses to go out to that right-hand side. Hawkins is there. Stifling early defence though from Georgia so far. Georgia have the advantage here, hence the little grubber kick. Advantage is over though. Wales can build from the halfway line. Little drop of the shoulder from Woodman. Rubber kick down that right-hand side, which bounces just a little bit awkwardly, but it's well picked up in the end by the scrum half, Iashvili. To stop probably an almost certain try. It's a clever little kick by Winnett. See there. Not entirely sure to begin with, the Georgian player, where the ball was, but reacted well. Though, as we expected, laying down early territory here. And that's another clean line out. And the forwards, as we saw Italy do, might be able to use some superior strength and weight here. Just a metre out.
Dive and not drive. Number 5, Tilly.
So Georgia again will be able to clear their lines here. Not too much can be read into the history between these sides because it is only the second meeting between Wales and Georgia. Their only previous encounter was a single point win for Wales, 10-9. Based upon the early start from Wales, I think we're going to get a higher scoring and freer flowing encounter. That meeting was all the way back in 2016. High kick from Iashvili, forcing Wales back into their own half. That's a neat pass though down the right hand side. Heavily involved so far and trying to get those legs moving. Wales now 35 metres out. Georgia will wrestle that ball off them, and again happy just to kick. It's not going to go out of play though, and once again Winnett can return the kick. See the breakaway just a moment ago down that right hand side, which was really well defended. And Georgia will have the opportunity now to gain a little bit of respite. It's turning into a bit of a kicking war of attrition now. Drop ball could be an opportunity here though for Wales, as the flanker Woodman is able to spread it out to the left hand side, and this is a test with the winger Houston hurtling down that right-hand side, but Luka Sakalashvili was equal to it. Let's see just how fast Houston is.
Perfect. So okay, boys.
And also the conditions apparent early on here with the heat probably going to play a little bit of a factor. It's a warm summer day, despite the fact that we are at 5 o'clock local time, so it will cool in the second half. Wales very much in control though so far, at least from a territorial perspective, but what we're seeing, and this was the case as well in the opening game for Georgia against Italy, that they do defend well in periods, but this should be the first try. And Wales are going to take the lead. And it's the fly half, Daniel Edwards. Neat little pass inside, and from there he always had the angle. And with 8 minutes gone, Wales break the deadlock. And I have to say, it is more than they deserve after a very promising start. Really well worked. Fakro did ever so well in the build-up as well.
Just wait for the Timo. Tommy, you're good. You can go.
Stepped inside, and then safe hands.
Just waiting for the OK.
Just being reviewed by the officials, but it looks like it's going to be cleared. No forward pass or anything. So Wales lead 5 points to 0 with the conversion to come.
No, dopo, grazie. Grazie Dio. Tom, good afternoon.
Difficult kick, even though there's not a huge amount of wind. And that isn't quite going to bend round enough. So Wales lead Georgia by 5 points to 0 as we take another look at the try. Really well worked down that right-hand side. Great composure shown all round. And then the angled run on the fly half. Daniel Edwards is the difference between the two sides. Dan Edwards plays for Osprey. Four tries in this tournament gets you a bonus point. If you lose by less than 7, the defeated team will take a bonus point as well.
Alex, be clear with the numbers, please. Give the numbers.
Wales' open victory over Scotland was by 45 points to 15. They were 24-5 up at half-time.
Stop. Okay, good job.
Dan Edwards contributed in that game through some conversions, but that is actually his first try of the Under-20 Six Nations Summer Series so far. And a perfect start for Wales.
No, find the space. Find space.
Wales actually were dominated, despite the fact that the scoreline suggests otherwise in terms of the possession. Scotland had far more of the ball. The territory was a reasonably even split as well, but it was in Wales' favour. But the metres carried were on Scotland's side.
Reset. You need more space.
And the Scots also tried to move the ball a lot quicker too, but Wales' defence was excellent. They made the tackles when they needed to. They capitalised also on some of Scotland's turnovers.
Coach!
From Wales's point of view, a number of players shone in that game. Morgan Lloyd,
We are rushing in.
Harry Houston, who
Timing, please.
was able to make a lot of individual ground.
All the way, boys.
So Wales 5, Georgia 0, 1 try between the sides so far.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
So the scrum is set. And it goes by Yashvili.
Lost his binding. Lost his binding.
Wales are going to be penalised here,
One Wales. Lost his
failing to bind. So a chance here for Georgia.
On the line, boys. Work on the line, boys. Work on the line.
Modabadze, the fly half, just dinks it out of play, and Georgia will have this line out now, right on the Wales scrum line.
Go 10, boys. 10.
Lots of movement in that line out, it's cleanly taken. Now we get a first real look at the Georgian pack. And Wales have got some defending here to do. To meter out, they look like they're over if they can get it down. And it's an immediate answer from Georgia. And it looks like it's the hooker, Mazaradze, as we get a bit of afters here as well. Georgia try, levels things up within a matter of minutes. Wales will be really disappointed by that. And that's where the strength is in this Georgian team.
Tommy, have a look at this.
Still looks like the official wants to have a little look.
Do you have something? Niente chiaro, io ho visto questo. Tommy, do you have something?
Powerful drive over the line.
Ok, faccio perché non sentite bene. Captain! Captain!
So Masaradze levels things up with the conversion to come. Official seemingly asking for a word with the two captains.
That was good. I don't see any reason why your player have to scream a lot. Also, your number 2 have to stay quiet. I don't see any clear foul plays because no one come in. So have a word with your players. If it happens against one or not. Okay? Price stands.
Alessandre Berdouli emphasising to the Georgian captain their lock that the try stands.
Just check, no full play, no clear full play, just
no foul play.
Crying on a red play and nothing more.
Ok, dopo il calcio.
So Georgia with an opportunity to take the lead here as we approach the 15-minute mark in Treviso. And over it goes. Modabadze, the fly half, taking the conversion. So we just see again a little bit of a ruckus in the end, and right on the side was the Georgian lock Kavalishvili, who maybe did throw a bit of an arm there and got away with one. But the officials are just trying to calm everyone down. A high intensity start and tempers flaring as well. Wales 5, Georgia 7, a try apiece. Just to point out again that away from the actual rugby, the Under-26 Nations Summer Series is all about saying no to racism and supporting the war in Ukraine. So before each match, you will see various banners and signings, and the stadium announcer will also reiterate that rugby says no to racism, and as far as the war in Ukraine is concerned, Six Nations rugby, it's 6 unions and federations plus Georgia and South Africa involved in this one, continue to condemn the invasion of Ukraine and stand in solidarity with its people, and players, fans, family and so on are all encouraged inside the stadium to show their support to Ukraine. And that is part of this particular tournament and rugby at large being socially conscious. So a try apiece, but Wales missed a far trickier conversion. And now they find themselves with this line out on the far left-hand side, which is again well handled, and the space out on the right-hand side. Maybe an opportunity there to skip a pass because fullback Winnett was in good space. Burrows is repelled. Edwards. Late tackle has been called. Wales playing the advantage.
You have advantage.
Evans was stopped. Shianusa as well. And then legal hands from Georgia.
Captain.
Now we'll find out whether Wales are going to go for the corner or kick this.
Penalty here for not rolling, or do you want to hear penalty for late tackle?
Okay, Federico, no more than PK.
Wales are taking the penalty and going for the corner.
On the line, boys. Okay. Occhio shift avanti, Fede. On the ball.
Georgia steal this one. So that's a waste. Although they'll hand it straight back.
I have probably 4 play by 7 that join the ruck with the shoulder head. So I want to make sure what the contact is with the player, right? So I come into you on the screen because I want to see it's more a degree of danger, right?
Okay, official is just looking for a play review here.
No, per spendere qua.
Looks like he wants to know whether the point of contact, the shoulder in particular, was dangerously high. So it's going to go to the video official.
Yeah, ready.
When you want.
Nathan Evans, the man to take the brunt of it.
Okay, so do you have another angle?
Yeah, we are checking another angle.
So the first contact to me is a shoulder shot. Guarda qui dietro.
Yeah, you are. This is the best angle.
Okay, so what I described to me, this is a non-legal clean out because it's leading with the shoulder. And to me, there is no contact with a very dangerous part of the game, so I had a neck like this. So are you happy dealing with the yellow card? Instead, we had before, we have late charge also and play the number 9 also on the ground? Or do you think it's just penalty?
I will freeze to see the point of contact to be sure there is not contact with the head. I think no. Here, there is no. I don't see clear.
Show the charge on the body, so yellow card.
Agree.
Number 7 white, right?
Going to be a yellow card here for Rati Zazirdze.
Captain, number 7. Number 7, please. 7. No legal clean out. Leading with the shoulder, that is not very dangerous, so it's yellow card. No. Short, post.
Obviously, I don't know what goes on in the scrums, but my doctor's telling me there's a tap in his arm.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I will have.
So Wales are going to try and take the points here. Heavily involved and try scorer already, Daniel Edwards of Ospreys, with a relatively simple kick. So 3 points, and Wales edge ahead by a point, 8-7. Highly competitive so far between these two, and just with a little edge to it as well. Georgia's first defeat was 36-19 to Italy. In the other group, England beat France 29-20 in a thriller. That was on the 29th of June. And the Junior Springboks defeated Ireland's under-20s, the defending Six Nations under-20 champions, by 33 points to 24.
Stop. Go away, boys. We never down there. We have to come back 10 meters, right? Or we stay there. Offside. What's that?
Just over 20 minutes gone in Treviso.
Yeah, then.
Both sides guilty of a few sloppy penalties.
Alright. Happy me.
Wales is in particular
With the first
costing
guy,
them the Georgian try. Burrows with the line out.
Late second, 5, late second. Play advantage, late second, number 5 wide.
Advantage being played. Win it. Tackled by 2. Andrew was there to help him out. It's another strong tackle. Wales and their backs in particular
Still advantage, right? Still
found
advantage.
too many gains.
Backwards.
Slightly hopeful kick towards the corner there,
Number 5.
knowing that it was on the advantage, so nothing really to lose.
Yeah, just giving you a car. This is my job after this. Okay? I understand you. Understand.
Kavalishvili, the Georgian player, to be penalised.
Guys,
So Wales can build again pretty much from the same position here, with a line out on the right hand side. Fifth line out from sixth has been won.
He's down by red. Down by red. Use it. 9.
Lloyd being told to use it. Short pass to Shuanza. Busy Georgian hands in there. And they are told to back off. Fakrill also well tackled.
12 is on the ball.
Mitrovelli got his hands on that, but Wales continue. Georgia have an advantage though after a knock-on. And they can kick and clear their lines to end the advantage, and Wales must again build from deep. Cameron Winnett, the fullback, neat feet, gains a good 15 metres. Georgia have hustled really well though there to win back possession. But Dooley did well. And then sloppy, and that will be Welsh ball. Just when it looked like Georgia might get a little bit of territory, having been under the cosh for the last 5 or 7 minutes. Schwanzer was kind of tripped. Plenty of Welsh support, as you can see, in Treviso.
Yeah, we do water break now.
It's been a good few weeks for Welsh sport as we go to a water break with the Wales football team qualifying for the Qatar World Cup.
Yeah? Yeah. Somewhat. Yeah.
So the players have a water break.
Forse un po' presto. No, non ci fermiamo più. Non ci fermiamo più.
For those of you unaware, whilst we've got a break in play, the Under-20 Six Nations Summer Series is taking place in the absence of the annual World Rugby Under-20s Championship. Six Nations Rugby is working in collaboration with World Rugby and all participating unions and federations to offer an alternative tournament, and it's intended to strengthen the international rugby pathway. The Under-20 Summer Series is also intended to ensure the next generation of rugby stars have got the best possible platform to develop. The World Rugby Under-20s Championship is usually an annual competition, but it did have to be cancelled in 2022. The intention is it will return in 2023. Drinks break over. Wales ball, scrum.
Nine! 10! Ball was stolen. Has come out and did a knock on, picking up. Knock on.
Knock-on signalled after the ball was originally stolen. So Wales got a bit fortunate there.
Time off. Alan. He didn't understand. Shoulder is not enough. We don't need more space. Yes, more space. That's the one I will penalize. Take care of this.
Morgan Lloyd to put in.
Coach! Bye!
Morgan Morse at 8 for Wales at the back of the scrum.
Use it.
Wales being told to use it. Use it they do. really well placed so far. Georgia's central defence tight. Wales will be looking to get a bit more space down the flanks and start to find gaps, as they managed to do so for Dan Edwards' try.
It's Thomas. Yeah, Federico is Thomas. We'll check a potential full play for 10 white.
Full play.
I will show you on the screen full play by white. He uses legs on a red player.
Artist Modabadze could be in trouble here. The TMO is looking at the use of his legs. There. It could be deemed a trip.
It's number 10.
Number 10 white. It's a late trick.
Number 10. Number 10. 10. Is the number 10 right for me? Yeah.
Yeah, agree. 10.
You open your legs, so it's tripped, it's cynical. So that's
Cynical yellow
He's on the 5.
for Matis Modabadze. So that's 2 yellows in the space of 25 minutes for Georgia.
Good there, boys. Mark is on the 5 for me.
Just checking. Clearly on the 5, yeah, on the 5. On the 10 and 5.
10 and 5, yeah. Flip it.
David Jenkins was the Welsh player being spoken about, involved in that incident. So 2 Georgian players in the sin bin. Wales looking to capitalise here now. Spaces will emerge. Wales will want to see a little bit more quick ball movement now, which they've struggled because of how stifling the Georgians have been. It's been patient build-up so far. It does go out wide, and there'll be space, and the space has been used really well. And Wales score, and it's the winger Harry Houston. Really well worked, sucked in the Georgian defence, and then the right pass at the right time for a try in the corner. Wales 13, Georgia 7. 28 minutes gone, conversion from the corner to come. Simple yet effective from Wales. Really well worked.
Thanks.
All clear for me.
Thank you, Thomas.
Houston, who also plays for Ospreys,
Okay.
along with Dan Edwards and Morgan Morse. A fair few others as well in this squad. Benji Williams, Cameron Jones on the bench at that particular club as well, as is Iestyn Hopkins. Back on after Simbin comes Rati Zadedze. It's another conversion missed. This could be cause for concern. Maybe a twisting of the ankle. Dan Edwards certainly landed a little bit awkwardly after the follow through there. Wincing in pain, and got up a little bit gingerly and then went back down onto the ground.
How are you? Okay.
See there. Something definitely gave straight after the kick. around the ankle area. Those can also be
Doctor,
problems for hamstrings as well on the follow through. It looked like more the grounding of the foot afterwards, right there.
Christine.
Hopefully something that Edwards can just run off, and good to see him moving more freely now.
Yeah. Okay, advantage. 8 in front.
So Harry Houston's try has put Wales a little bit further ahead as they hope to try and get some breathing space before half-time.
Thank you, Daniel. 8 in front.
Wales will also be looking to try and get their offence going. 45 against Scotland in round 1, but those 45 points that they scored was the most they've managed in a game since June 2017. And that was in a big win against Samoa by 54 points to 20. Kick from hand tactic in that opening win for Wales really paid off. Whereas from Georgia's point of view, they'll want to use these big forwards a bit more, and they might be in here.
5 changes binding. 5 changes binding.
Konstantin Iashvili was ever so close to just forcing his way directly over the line. Georgian pack are causing Wales problems.
Captain, option. From here. Yeah.
They're not going to settle for 3 points here. They will kick for the corner and then hope the forwards can do the work.
Yeah. 3. Well.
Maserati throwing it a little short, and that will set up some of these powerful forwards. Kavashvili denied, a metre out. Georgia cross right onto the line. It's called a short. Right on the line. And they've reached the line, and the try looks good. Just brute force. It isn't pretty, but it's effective.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Okay, I'm happy. Fine. Stop it.
So Georgia once again fight back,
Give me the just.
despite being hemmed into their
You can
own
kick from
half
here. Yes.
for large portions of this first 32 minutes. Short the first time for sure.
Some second, please.
Right on the line the second. It will be checked.
I'm wait.
Yeah, I'm just checking. No, okay, I have no picture against you.
Perfect. Right stand.
Try will stand because there's not really a video angle to counter it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Luka Saakashvili will convert. See, the first drive in was definitely too short. And then
10 subs.
Becca Shrangvigadze,
Hai fatto il cambio?
the number 8, crossing over the line. And the conversion puts Georgia ahead in the game. 14-13 they lead Wales. 6 minutes remain until the break.
On the line, on the line.
Josh Phillips has been introduced for Wales. Really good spectacle so far.
Stop, boys.
Wales have had more of the opportunities and the territory as well. But Georgia are making their ventures into the Wales 22 or beyond count. And Wales are having a problem denying these big forwards as they look to use their superior weight and power to do damage. Georgia defending pretty well as well at the other end, despite conceding a couple of tries. Second try was more down to the fact that they were numerically disadvantaged than anything that they necessarily did too wrong defensively.
White. Many numbers with 4 guys. 4. They say 4. Yeah, turnover goal. Good turnover. Hold wide. Hold. Stop. Come on. Stay there. Stay there. Georgia, numbers, please.
So heading towards the final few minutes of the first half. And there's a bit of momentum all of a sudden by Georgia, especially now they've got their Simbin players back. That's poorly handled though, but there'll be space out on that right-hand side. Yeshvili, excellent hands. And eventually, the fullback, Sakalishvili, just lost a bit of a grasp on it, and that should allow Wales the opportunity to kick this ball clear, which will be welcome respite.
Use your right. Devin. Joker again. Red a little bit. Thank you.
Advantage being played here. Again, you can see the gains with ease of the Georgian pack. they go again.
Okay.
So Wales will be really disappointed with that.
All clear.
And it's the lock, Georgi Keverashvili, who gets the try.
You can have all the time, and after we go to half-time time.
Now with the conversion to come, that should just about do us for the first half. Wales unable to answer the power here. It's all been direct route one. And well executed from Georgia's perspective. They haven't been inside the Wales half too often, but when they have, they've pretty much always left with points.
See, Gianni, Sito, Sentito. Yeah, Gianni's left, so.
So Wales 13, Georgia 19, conversion to come. And this will be time to basically eat up the clock. And Georgia are going to have the lead at half-time. Finally poised though, Wales need to find a way to make their kick and run game work, or kick from hand tactic, and also get quick ball out wide where they have had some effect. Georgia just need to continue what they're doing. And it's another conversion. It's 21-13 at the break. So Keverashvili with the try. Conversion impeccably knocked over once again. Albeit it wasn't a particularly difficult one. And at half-time, it's Georgia 21, Wales 13. Do join us again shortly for the second half.
Yeah, can hear. Yeah, I can.
like crossing. I don't understand. Every time crossing, like do like this. Yeah, absolutely. Good game.
Second half about to get underway here. Georgia are leading Wales, despite the fact that Wales started the game a little bit brighter. The Georgians finishing much stronger, 23-13 at the break.
No, beh, entriamo da qua noi adesso. Sì, grazie Alex. Benissimo. Ragazzi. No, I give you. Okay. You bring it all out. But I'm too big. They are very big for Alex. Come on, jump in it. Come on, boys.
So Wales will get us underway in Treviso in the second half with some work to do. Still pretty finely balanced though between these two. High energy, highly competitive first half. 21-13 at the break. 40 minutes for Wales to get back in this. And just keep an eye on the bonus point as well. From Georgia's point of view at the moment, 4 tries will get them the bonus point. Good to see as well all the players, those on the bench, and also those that are not involved, and support staff as well, being very vocal and cheering on these youngsters. This tournament is all about creating pathways. And what we're seeing is a high standard of young players in World Rugby. Wales in red, Georgia in white. Second half now underway.
Georgia.
Oh, and what a start here by Wales. The perfect start. Whatever was said at half-time has clearly had an impact. And Wales are back within 3. Little chip over the top. Perfect bounce. Watched all the way. And over the line. The try coming from the centre, Joe Hawkins. Morgan Lloyd with the perfect little chip kick and right under the post. So this should be 21-20 in just a moment. And the conversion means it is game on. A minute and a half into the second half here at the Six Nations Under-20 Summer Series. Explosive start. Perfectly weighted and watched as well. Joe Hawkins made that look easy, and the conversion comes as well. So 42 minutes gone. Wales 20, Georgia 21. Wales, I said it right on the stroke of half-time, would have been hugely disappointed by the last 10 minutes or so of the half. They were getting overpowered by the Georgian forwards. They'd given possession away at times a little sloppily. But now, back momentum-wise in their favour, despite trailing by a point. On that occasion, the kick was just a fraction too strong, but another good idea. Wales's kick from hand tactic worked in their opening win, where they did get a bonus point. And again, the offence has been strong for Wales. I said it earlier that they've got 45 points which was their highest total, and it followed that win 3 defeats on the bounce. That was their highest points tally for the best part of 4 years. And now, not only have they got that 45 from the first victory, but they've put 20 on the board in just over 40 minutes here, and you can see what that try and start to the half has done here. High energy, unselfish play and passing too.
Fair tackle too.
Another Wales try now, and suddenly the game is turned on its head.
Backwards.
Dangerous pass.
Advantage for Knock.
Wales just a little bit lucky as Georgia regained possession.
Advantage over.
Not to have been caught out there with an interception and a try on the counter, but they will pick it up from deep. Happy on this occasion just to get it back into an unthreatening area.
Nine. Ball in play. Back 4. Tommy, have a look at this. Yeah, Tommy, have a look.
Red.
Player on the ground.
Yeah, we are checking.
We are checking. What's wrong with number 4? We stay there, but not tap on anything. Happy, all good. Time is off, Johnny. Time is off. Time is off.
Okay, just a rugby collision.
Okay, rugby collision. So, captain. Alex. It's just rugby collision, so there is no play. We'll start strong for you because you have to move forward. Chip, Nick, come white ball. Yeah. Let's go. Perfect. 10 white, sub. Got you. There you go. Come in the left. Thanks. Shoulder. Crouch! Bind! 10! Binding. Not hold the binding, number 1. Binding. Post. 10, boys. 10. Boys, 10 meters, boys.
So Wales are going to have a kick at goal here. Josh Phillips. Georgia have made a couple of changes, by the way. Petra Kutishvili and also the hooker Nika Sutedzi have been introduced. As conditions start to cool, but we are heating up on the field. A long kick at goal here to put Wales into the lead. Not too much wind out there in the air. It's just all about distance. And that's safely between the sticks. And Wales, within 6 minutes, have turned this in their favour. And that is why those Welsh flags are suddenly flying. Scintillating start to the second half for Wales. Josh Phillips with the penalty. 47 minutes gone. Wales 23, Georgia 21. Georgia shell-shocked at the moment. And they will kick off here following that penalty with one of those two substitutes that I mentioned a moment ago, Kushishvili. Wales are just moving the ball really freely. That's another good example of this space down the left-hand side here. Lovely little pass as well. Judged in the end though by Georgi Navarashvili, who is on at full-back. Looked originally like the bounce might have deceived him, but he was able to recover and fast. Not too much distance though on that clearance, which means Phillips can again go straight towards the 22.
Yes, try to run. First the tongue is right 12. Second one the white 12. 1, 2, 3, 5 and 9 white subs. Sì, time off.
Alexandra Quintela, the prop, comes on for Georgia as well. They're making a number of changes now, as you can see. Georgi Karavelishvili is one of the players that is going to depart. Chance, of course, to use squad depth here. The result's highly important, but by the same token, when the players are this young, you want to give as many minutes as possible to allow them international youth experience.
Come on, go. Inside, yeah. On the left. Fine, yes. Fine. Close. Bind. Set. Always inside. Outside. Go out. Tackle! No. Backward. Offside the ruck. 16. 13. Offside the ruck. Blood. We have blood. need to sub blood displacement if we come back. Tre 14. 3 and 14. 3 and 14 sub 3 and 14.
I'm having a message about their back line in phase play, just being a little bit in front of the buffer.
Okay.
Just
Another zoom come. To me it was fine. The space was pretty fine. Clear the mark, Damien. Yep. Offside, 13. Go.
So Wales ball following the offside. And it is a one-sided second half so far. 10 minutes gone in Treviso. Josh Phillips has made big impact since coming on. Line out here for Wales, which has worked well and then eventually and unfortunately thrown away. The pass was just fractionally ahead of Adam Williams and he couldn't control it, so that will be Georgia ball. I just haven't seen the Georgian pack working with the same force and vigour, as Wales are just penning their opponents back and forcing them to make these long kicks to try and play a territory game. But finely balanced, with Wales ahead by 2, and just under 30 minutes remaining.
No, Pele. È loro. Mark. Vantage. Come on, red. Come on, white. Okay, there's a little space. Space, you see. Little space. Little bit space. Bigger gap. Yeah, bigger gap. I'm on side. On the left, I give you one. Step on the left.
Just for the echo, the mark is wrong, 2 meters in front.
Coach! Mine! Set! Rami, lose it. Lose it. Rami, have a straight. Lose it. Captain. 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 He don't call nothing, please. He don't say nothing. Guys, with me. Guys, the gap. So
some territory here for Georgia. And we know they've been effective from these kind of positions already throughout this game. Here's the first chance in the second half for the pack to really use their force. Sakalishvili. Doesn't look like he's got over the line. Last-ditch defending from the Welsh perspective. Looked like really good defensive play there. So Wales turn it over. And that's stark contrast to the first half, where almost everything that Georgia did with their forwards seemed to yield points. If you are new to this particular format, 4 points for a win, 2 points for a draw, bonus points for 4 tries or more for the winning side, and a bonus point for a losing side if they are defeated by 7 or less. And the games, much like senior rugby, are 80 minutes. Georgia just caught a bit flat-footed and forced to kick a bit too often for their liking. Wales are much more comfortable with the ball in hand when kicking. And no pressure at all. Georgia gifting Wales possession. Substitute Georgi Navarashvili, the player to fumble, or knock on more accurately.
Yeah, subs. Good. Blood replacement. Mándalo. Seven. Reset, okay. Scrum, boys. Número. Intendo.
So this will be a Welsh scrum.
Six red. Yeah.
Second meeting between these sides has already well over doubled the points tallies of the first. And Wales won by 10 points to 9.
On the left, please.
Wales are looking to make it 2 wins out of 2. Georgia lost their opening game to the host Italy. One of the favourites and top teams here, the Junior Springbok, another one to keep an eye on. It's the Six Nations as far as the federations are concerned, and then Georgia and the Junior Springboks are also part of this tournament as well. Advantage being played. Mason Grady well stopped. Back inside. Shionza with the short pass. Now Rhys Barrett. Can't make any meaningful gain. Wales were playing the advantage. So that was a free play in many senses. 23-21 the score, approaching the hour mark.
25, 25, stop, boys. 25. Wait, 25.
Saba
Penalty.
Lipitiliani
Loser, Dominic.
is the player that has just come on for Georgia. Wales going for the corner, intent from Josh Phillips.
Nine.
Now caught by Daft Jenkins. And Wales trying to play Georgia at their own game here.
On the side.
5 out, and now less.
Down by Red.
Keeping it with the forwards for now. And they will kick towards the corner. Oh, lovely kick, brilliant catch. Try of the game. Excellently and expertly worked. Harry Houston watched it all the way. Perfectly angled kick. Caught and scored. And Wales now with just a little bit of breathing room. 28-21, conversion to come. Sucked in the Georgian defence. And then how about that for an angled kick from the centre, Joe Hawkins. And Harry Houston has his second try of the game. And Wales are now in the ascendancy.
All good?
And the conversion as well brings up the 30 for Wales. So crucially now they lead by more than a try.
Time is fine.
The Ospreys man with his second try of the game. Wales starting to dominate, and a key stage now for Georgia to try and regroup. One more Welsh try, even with 20 minutes left. Should probably do it, especially
16.
as Wales
60.
have
Ball in play.
been much more resilient and organised in this second half.
Look backwards.
Given away as much
Yeah,
cheaply,
backward,
and they've
backward.
stopped the threat of the Georgian forwards. And that's given them more time on the ball and territory.
Ready for good. Coming on.
Georgia have some work to do if they are to get back in this one. They didn't even get a bonus point.
Option.
Wales, on the other hand,
Line out.
have their 4 tries, so they're on course for maximum points.
Wait. You okay? No. Advantage.
Advantage being played.
All white collapsing. Knock on.
Just a reminder as well that we've got another game
All white collapsing.
coming up today at 8 o'clock local time, that's CEST, 7 o'clock if you happen to be in the UK, 2 o'clock Eastern if you're listening in America, and that will see the host Italy in action against Scotland. Scotland, who lost to Wales in their opening game.
Hold boys. Hold.
Touch not found. Houston again involved. Steals a few extra metres. Passes behind though on that occasion, but Wales still have an opportunity on the right here. Just needs a little bit of composure gathering first. Safe and patient hands at the moment from Wales. Happy to keep the territory and eat into the clock at this point. Shuanza forced back. "15 minutes remain." Another excellent diagonal kick. Football skills needed there from Houston rather than only rugby skills, but the ball just bounced awkwardly and fizzed up, and he couldn't really do anything with that dangling left foot. A nice idea there again. Just a little bit too much on the kick. So another drinks break. 65 minutes on the clock. Wales 30, Georgia 21.
Non mi sembra di sentirla come cosa, però grazie. Cosa fai? Andiamo, no, 65. Alla fine, infatti ho detto. Numbers, right? Okay, time that phone. Is your mark? Boys, 10. Hold the line. Once. Four, keep your binding, keep your binding. Yes. Good enough, use it, use it.
Hopkins took Wales over the gain line. They're not by much, but they again set themselves and just control the game management here. Remember that Georgia need 2 scores. There's less than 15 minutes remaining, which is plenty of time. But only if Georgia can start getting some territory, and we've definitely not seen the same threat from the Georgians in this second half, and that's credit to the Welsh defence and a shift in the game plan. Josh Phillips has made a difference. Houston, of course, has scored a couple of tries. This is another opportunity for these young players to learn something in terms of how they see out a game, which for some of those newer to the setup, they won't have had the opportunity to do yet, because Wales won comfortably last time out and lost their last 3, so this is the first kind of tighter game that they will have been in, at least in the last 5 played. Can Georgia find a relatively late response here? Finally get those forwards going.
From the side. Yeah. From the side. 7 red from the side. And offside. 70 offside.
Offside against Wales, advantage being played. And now the whistle will be blown, no advantage.
You have your option.
Sakalishvili, the fullback for Georgia, will be looking to make more of an impact. He's one of the key players, has a big reputation in this age group. Fast, powerful, but also very intelligent fullback. Georgia are going to kick this to the corner. Petra Kutilishvili is the player to do so. And now we again see a test of the Welsh defence, having been up to everything really that Georgia have thrown at them sporadically in the second half, in stark contrast to the first half where Georgia were able to score from these situations with ease. Let's see whether or not they can give themselves late hope as we head into the final 10 minutes. Do sense, even though 10 minutes is still a long time, that Georgia need to score here. Up it goes towards Sakalishvili. It's maybe an illegal use of arm there. And the play continues. And it'll be Welsh ball.
Change the line. Many front obstruction.
Georgia penalised for obstruction. Wales can just hoof this back in the other direction, gaining both ground and the ball.
Time off. Injury. Injury.
Scotland, Italy is to come. Do join us for that one. Kicks off in about an hour and 20 minutes. Those Welsh fans are literally fanning themselves because of the weather, but it's all smiles. Wales have been in a test. Certainly had to defend in order to prevent the big Georgian pack from doing any further damage. And that fast start to the second half making all of the difference, really. If Wales hadn't scored so early, it could have been a completely different game. Right now, time just starting to tick away. Georgia still need 2 scores. Wales have the ball. Phillips will clear back into the Georgia half. Georgia might need to start taking a few risks now. A kicking game like this isn't going to cut it, because it just slows down the rhythm of the game and allows Wales to do things like this: receive the ball, take a few tackles, reset, and all these different phases of play now are just starting to eat into time. It's the next 3 or 4 minutes naturally going to be key. Can Wales game manage, or even add one more killer score which would seal victory? It's a good kick. I don't think Kutilishvili has kept that in. Good effort though, but it's Wales' ball.
In the fight. No. Line up.
So Wales on course for back-to-back wins. Georgia with 8 minutes to try and either get back in this or at least get a score that would get them a losing bonus point.
Who's number 8? Number 8.
See there, that territory.
Please. On the line.
Stark contrast to the first half. Wales with double the amount of carries. Georgia were just clinical though in the first half, and the opportunities few and far between in the second, and Wales just cottoning on to the tactic. And it can be a bit predictable, being so forward heavy. And let's see whether Georgia change that up a bit and try and run the ball and get it into wider areas in the final 7 minutes of the game. All Wales really need now is just to keep their heads and keep Georgia kicking from deep. Avoid mistakes like that. So advantage to Georgia on the halfway line.
Okay. Jacker is fine. We come back for the knock-on.
It's going to be brought back for the knock-on. Houston, the guilty party. Again, argy-bargy. We saw this early on in the first half as well. No need for Wales to get involved in this. Comfortable, even though the scoreboard is just 9 points. With 6 minutes to go. Absolutely no need to get involved in any of this, other than you could argue the fact that every little altercation is taking more seconds off the clock until the point when the official calls a timeout. The last thing Wales want to do
it's Thomas.
is get any cards shown to them to give Georgia hope.
On the picture we have the 16 red, who is on the top of the head of the white player.
F and Daniel is being looked at.
We have 16 red who uses hand on the top of the head of the 6 white.
So
it's a provocation.
Yeah, 16 put the hands on the head of the white players.
Yeah.
Kick.
It's the reason to the.
Okay. Use the hands to provocate the guys. So you got 10 for the penalty kick.
So provocation against F and Daniel. Lasha Tikashtavi. No yellow card shown though, thankfully from Wales's perspective, but Georgia now have got the territory. It's a must-score scenario for them from this. Nikosutsedze, and Wales will turn it over. They're winning the line out. Wasted opportunity again from Georgia. They won't be happy with their attacking output in this second half. Wales are just lining up a few late changes in order to eat a little bit more time. Georgia are going to have a second opportunity here though. Georgia told to use it because they were being forced backwards. They're not now though.
17 collapsing. Advantage. 17.
Just a metre out. And with the advantage. Right on the try line. Can't quite bring the ball over, but they will pull it back to the advantage. Prop Alexandra Quintella almost forcing himself over. Wales' defence is resolute. Just couldn't quite get to the line. So nail-biting finish all of a sudden. Georgia try now would make things very interesting. They're still going to have to be quick.
Hands on the ground.
Question here is whether Georgia kick for the corner or go for the 3, and they're going to take the 3 by the looks of it. Firstly, because that will guarantee them, if Wales fail to score again, a losing bonus point in a worst case scenario. Morgan Lloyd, by the way, is the Welsh player who the infraction was against, and that's 3 for Georgia. So now a converted try would win it. And they have 3 minutes to try and get that score. Wales have dominated, but Georgia will receive the kickoff and have an opportunity for a sting in the tail.
Get outside. Okay.
Into the final 2 minutes.
Stay.
Georgia this time running it. And just a little bit of uncertainty there from Aston Hopkins, but seems to have gathered the ball okay. Georgia need to stay onside. Wales have the ball. And they have to try and keep it now for a minute. But instead, it's been turned over. Holding on.
Okay, ho visto Gianni, grazie.
Tali Irimedzi on the wing there has got plenty of pace, but didn't really have too much room to run. Georgia will be able to kick this to touch. Have one more opportunity in all likelihood to snatch a victory at the death. It's a nervy finish. Just inside the 22. Galdava takes the line out. Now, here come the power of Georgia. They're well set as well. Wales are collapsing a little bit here. And Georgia are edging closer to the try line. Kurashvili. Now it's going to be up to the backs. Have to be careful not to play a forward pass. That was just about level. Atsiari, though, couldn't make any ground. Kurashvili edges a couple of yards further forwards. Now it's with the prop, Niamishvili. Time is up, but of course play continues until the ball goes out.
Your number 19, all of there.
Only a converted try will do from Georgia's perspective.
Yeah. So now, 2 penalties. So discipline and don't need another play. So now we'll check it out. What do you want? What do you want? Here on the 5 or over there on the 15?
Grandstand finish.
I tackle 24 red.
Wales just need to get the ball and get it out of play, but Georgia will have a line out. An opportunity here from 5 metres out. Sutetse, the hooker. And Wales get it and kick it out and win it. And Georgia blow their opportunity at the death. And Wales hang on for a 30-24 victory. 2 wins out of 2 for Wales. Georgia get a losing bonus point. A couple of tries from Harry Houston. Josh Phillips had an impact as well in the second half after coming on. And in an even contest of different styles, Wales' explosive start to the second half making all the difference, and they win by 30 points to 24. We'll be back in about an hour and 10 minutes for the second game here in Treviso. Please do join us then. It will be the host Italy against Scotland. But until then, bye for now, with Wales winning this one 30-24.